Welcome back, my love. We have a lower body and core session to go through. This is one of the classes that I taught recently in one of the studios, and it's really one of my favorites. It really encompasses all of the muscles in the lower body, that buildable burn that I just love to go through in class. So take many breaks if you need them. Take many deep breaths. Remember, you can take as many breaks as you want and come back. That really is the essence of barre. It's not that we're powering through and pushing our body past that point of no return. Where our body remembers that. It remembers all of that pushing and that ignoring of her senses and her nudges that she needs a break. So if you are feeling super spicy, you power through. If you need to take more than 1 or 2 breaks, take some deep breaths and come back in and join us. So what do you need? I have 1/2 kilogram ankle weights on each ankle, a set of 2 kilogram dumbbells, and a yoga block for today's class. If you have ones handy, I would bring those in too, just in case. So once you have what you need, let's begin at the tip of the mat. Just take those feet a little wider than the hips, hands on the belly to begin. Filling up the body with breath and then just slowly exhale. Maybe setting an intention for yourself before we even begin today. Maybe to honor that breath, honor that energy. Maybe you want to build some static energy through the class. Settling that breath before we even move. Allowing all of the thoughts just to settle down. Beautiful. Dropping the hands, inhaling, taking them up overhead. Exhaling, coming down over the legs. Tailbone goes high, little tiny sway with the tailbone. Just aiming to loosen up the back of the neck, the spine, the glutes. Let's come through center, taking that left leg back. Coming down to the floor, unraveling through the right leg. So I'm taking my glutes back towards that left heel, rolling forward. Your hands are either down on the floor or they're up, gently resting on the knee. Next time you roll forward, plant that foot. Unravel the spine, take the arms all the way around as you inhale, stretching tall. As you exhale, open up to the sky, leaning back slightly. Elbows come wide, stretching through the chest, framing the front toes. Let's bring that left leg forward, unraveling all the way up to standing, taking the arms with it. Big inhale. Exhaling all the way down. If you need to bring your mind back into the session, this is a perfect point. Little sway with the tailbone. Back of the neck relaxes down towards the ground. Bringing it through center, taking that right leg back. Gently drop that knee as we take the glutes back towards the right heel. So as we move and we warm up before session, it's the perfect time to settle yourself down. Usually there's so much going on in life, there's so much static, noise, so many pulls on us. See if you can allow the motion of your body just to anchor your emotions in. That's the aim of this warm up, just so you can slow down before we focus our mind, our energy, our body on something that we're working towards. Rolling forward, plant that foot. Unravel the spine up, take the arms all the way around. Big inhale, taking up space. Exhaling it back, opening up to the sky, stretching the chest, the front of the groin. Elbows come wide, stretch the chest, and then frame the front toes. Taking that left leg back to meet the right. Then we're gonna walk our hands back, come all the way up to standing. Okay, so for this first sequence, you need your weights. So coming in, get those weights. Feet are just gonna come hips width distance. Toes are tracking forward. We're gonna drop down into a squat position. Glutes are tracked back. We're gonna come into some tiny little dips. Dip, dip, dip. So weights are just hovering either side of the knees, facing the knees. Belly button's pulled into the spine, shoulders are rolled back. Knees are staying behind those toes. I'm just dropping my weight back through the heels. Tiny little dips. So we're not bouncing the weight, we're just dipping through. So imagine that the glutes are just spreading and contracting every time you dip. Ooh, big breaths. Okay, in 2 counts, we're gonna start coming into a squat that's narrow, and then a squat that's wide. It's our right leg that's gonna move in 2 and 1. So we're gonna squat narrow, squat a little wider, narrow, wide. So my right leg is moving. I'm not coming all the way up, so I'm staying low. And my right foot is moving maybe a few inches. Knees are staying behind the toes. So I'm not coming all the way up. Allow that build, allow that burn to build. If you need to drop the weights at any point, if you need to stand up, do so. Give yourself what you need. Beautiful. We're gonna add on. So we're gonna keep this move. We're gonna add a little side kick every time we bring the feet narrow. So we're gonna do 1 narrow, 1 wide, 1 narrow, side kick, come back down. Wide, narrow, side. Wide, narrow, side. And I'm straightening the left leg slightly. So when I come into that side kick, I'm straightening the left leg, not fully. There's still a little bend in that knee. Big breaths. 4 counts. We're gonna keep the feet down. We're just gonna come into a heel jog in 2. Finish this kick. Finish that kick, come all the way down. Lift, 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 lift. Just lifting through the heels. Okay. Now you know what's coming. We're gonna do the other side. Lift, lift, lift. Okay. 2 counts. We're gonna lose the lifts. We're gonna start coming into that narrow squat and then a wide squat. In 2 and 1. So we're gonna go narrow and wide, narrow and wide. So the left leg's moving. Pressures through that right heel constantly. You're not coming all the way up. So even though the left leg is moving and I'm placing some weight into it, all of the weight really is predominantly in that right heel. Staying low. If you notice that you're coming up out of the squat, if your legs are straightening, come back down. Okay, we're gonna add on, we're gonna start adding on that side kick every time the legs come narrow. In 2 and 1. So narrow, kick, narrow, wide, narrow, kick, narrow, wide. And when I say kick, I'm lifting up through that heel, using the weights to steady myself. Let's do 2. Last one. Finish with the kick. All the way down, beautiful, let it go. Okay, now we need to bring the block into our space also. So, we are gonna step onto the block with our heels. So block comes into the center of the space. If you don't have a block, you could use a very small step or a book, something that's super sturdy. Okay, heels are parallel. Weights are just hovering down by the side. We're gonna come down into a first. So bending through the knees. Knees come forward slightly, rolling the shoulders back. Dip, dip, dip. Weights are just hovering by the side. Big breaths. So we're pressing weight down through the heels. We're not leaning forward, we're leaning back. So our chest, our sacrum, our neck are all in one line. So you want to lean back ever so slightly, pressure down through those heels. Okay, we are going to lose the dips in 4 counts. We're going to bring the weights in front of the thighs. We're going to start coming into an upright row. Weights are going to come up either side of the chest and then taking the weights back down to the thighs. In 2 and 1. So staying low, weights come forward. Lift, lower, lift, lower. So as I lift, I'm taking the elbows wide and up. So try and bring the weights either side of the chest. As you draw them up, elbows always staying higher than the weights. So you're lowering your legs, you've got a deep bend in those legs, you're staying down. Beautiful, facing forward, not looking down. Whew. Where's our core? Big, beautiful breaths, hugging that core in, bringing the shoulders down from those ears. So as we upright row in 2 counts, we're gonna add the dip. So we're gonna dip as we lift in 2 and 1. So it's a dip lift, straighten up, dip lift, straighten up. So when I say straighten up, I'm straightening through the legs, squeezing the glutes right at the very top. Ooh. Beautiful. 2 counts. We're gonna take these weights up overhead. So how are we gonna get there? We're gonna face the weights forward. We're gonna curl the weights, press them overhead, and then take them all the way down and forward. We're gonna arch the weights down and forward. We're gonna stay low in our legs as we do so. In 2 and 1, so staying low in those legs, face the weights forward. We're gonna curl the weights up, press the weights overhead, take them all the way down and forward, stay low in those legs. Weights face forward, curl, press so the weights face each other, arching all the way down. That arch is where you really need that contraction. If you've noticed that your legs have straightened, come down, bend those knees, come down slightly. That's where the juice is happening. As we arch forward, needing that core contraction. We're not trying to twist and we're not trying to fall forward or back. We're trying to hug that belly button so that we can create this slow activation. Beautiful. Few counts, we're going to hold the weights overhead. We're going to come back to those tiny dips in the legs in 2 and 1. So holding it up, dip, 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 dip. Shoulders tracking down from the ears. Come low in those legs, pressing through those heels. For 4, 3, 2, stay low. Beautiful, let it go. Bring the weights down, placing the weights off to the side. We're gonna keep our block for this next sequence. So, block is gonna come on the left-hand side. We are going to put the left knee up on that block. Hands are gonna come forward in front. The right knee is hovering just beside the block. You're gonna press that ground away. Lift up through the core, lift up through the chest. You're going to bring the right heel up into the glute. We're going to start lifting and lowering that right leg for 2. In 2 and 1. So it's a lift and lower. Lift and lower. Up for 2. Down for 2. So there's no momentum. I'm lifting up through. You can point or flex the back toes. It's completely up to you, whatever you feel the most activation in. We're not just swinging the leg, we're slowing it down. So the knee is just coming knee to knee, yeah? Big breaths. Big breaths. Where's our core? Have we loosened? Is our core hammocking towards that ground? If you press into the palms, that's going to lift the core up and away from the floor, gazing just in front of the hands. Okay, 2 counts. We're going to hold the leg up, tiny lifts. In 2 and 1. Tiny, tiny, tiny. If the ankle weights are too spicy, get rid of them. If the pressure in the hand is a little too spicy, get rid of that block. That block is essentially just allowing us to create depth. So big breaths. Big breaths. 2 counts. We're going to hold the leg high. We're going to start swiveling the knee out to the side. So the right knee is going to go out to the right. Right toes are almost going to track over to the left shoulder, keeping the leg high. In 2 and 1. So it's out and center. Out and center. You really want to press into that right hand here, because your body's going to want to swivel to the right side to make it easier for you. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to keep both hip points facing down. You're just opening and closing. So essentially we're just moving the glute, moving the leg, coming through center. Let's do 4. 3. In 2 counts, we're coming down onto the left elbow. In 2 and 1, come through center, left elbow's coming down. Take that right leg out to the side. We're going to close it down, open it up. So closing it down to the side, open it up, fire hydrant. Again, if the depth with the block is too much, lose that block. Squeezing all the way up, squeezing all the way down. So we're not just swinging, we're not just flinging the leg up in space. It's a real slow activation. Ooh. Wow, this is a beautiful building burn. I hope you can feel it. 2 counts, we're gonna hold the leg up to the side. We're gonna add on, so we're gonna keep this move. We're gonna start bringing the right knee into the right tricep. Send the leg long back behind in 2 and 1. So drop the leg down. We're gonna lift, extend, bring it in, close it down. Lift, extend, bring it in, close it down. Every time my leg goes long, I know exactly where she's stopping. Lift, extend, bring it in, close it down. Let's do 4. You can do it, stay with it. 3. Allow that burn to come in. Last 2, you can do it. 2, extend, bring it in, close it down. Last 1, extend, hold it there, tiny lifts. Tiny, tiny for 4. 3, 2, hold. Beautiful, bring that right leg down, gently coming off the wrists, off the hands. You can spiral the wrists here. We're just gonna switch to the other side. You can just face the other way. I'm just gonna swivel around. So block is gonna go on the right hand side. Right leg's gonna go on that block. Hands are going to come out in front. There we go. Hands are out in front. Your left knee is hovering in space. So we're pressing that ground away. Notice how I lift up and away from the floor. Pulling the belly button up in towards the spine. We're going to curl the the left heel up into the glute. So in this position, we're trying to make sure that our hips are even. So you want to press weight into that left hand. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So up for 2, down for 2. Lift, lower. So this is the exact time when your body's going to want to lean to the right-hand side. So if she leans to the right-hand side, the side where your knee's on the block, it's going to make it a little bit easier. So constantly press that ground away. Allow the eyesight to just become a handprint in front of you. Yeah, and if you need to shimmy, and if you need to adjust your shape, you can do so. Drawing the belly button up from that ground. Leaning into that left hand. Leaning into that left hand, that is the key here. Okay, 2 counts. We're gonna hold that leg up. We're gonna cut into tiny little lifts. In 2. And 1, so tiny, tiny, tiny. So what I mean by tiny is you're coming to the top point of that contraction and you're lifting and lowering just an inch over that top point. Leg doesn't need to be super high. What we're trying to do is keep the core contracted, keep the core hugged as we lift that leg. So in doing so, you take all of the pressure into that glute. Squeeze, squeeze. If you feel you want to lift through the heel, you absolutely can. Allow the shape to be yours. If you would rather come down onto the elbows to lift through, you absolutely can. You really shimmy and change this shape so that it can really suit you. Lift, lift, lift. In 2 counts, we're going to hold the leg high. We're going to shimmy the leg out to the side, so left knee is going to go out towards the left as the toes reach almost towards the right shoulder. Wow, this is burning so much. In 2 and 1, so it's out and down. So essentially my left knee is just going out to the side and center. Actually, I haven't felt this much burn in a long time. This is a lot. That block really adds so much. Ooh, let's do 4, 3. In 2 counts, we're coming onto that right elbow in 2. And 1, come through center. Right elbow comes down. Bringing that knee in line with the other. We're just gonna open to the side, closing it down. Open and close, lift and lower. So when you lift that knee, we're squeezing all the way up. Squeeze and lower. Upper body is anchored, so pressing into that ground. Right elbows pressing into that ground. Lifting the chest up and away from the floor. There's pressure in that left hand. So you're still using that left hand as an anchor, as a stability there. 2 counts, we're gonna hold the knee up. We're gonna start pressing the leg straight back, bringing it back into this fire hydrant. In 2. And 1, so bring the knee all the way down. We're gonna lift, extend, bring it side, take it down. Lift, extend, bring it in, take it down. Lift, extend, in and down. So as we move this leg, You're constantly pressing that ground away. That is your anchoring, so your upper body isn't just swinging in space. Let's do 4. Staying with it. You can do anything for now. 3 counts. 3. We have 2 left. We're coming to those tiny little lifts. This is 2. Beautiful, last one. Keeping the leg long, tiny lifts. Tiny. Tiny. Let's do 4, 3, 2. Holding it there. Beautiful, let it go. Gently coming off that block. Okay, coming all the way back onto the back. We're gonna keep that block. Block's gonna come in between the knees. So block's gonna come in between the knees. If you do have a ball, you could use a ball instead. We're gonna be squeezing the block. So feet are planted. Head, neck, and spine are planted. You can place the hands either side of the glutes. We are gonna press into the ground. We're gonna come up into a bridge, lower down. Squeeze and lower. So what you might notice is that as you come up into that bridge, you can't raise the hips quite as high because we're holding that block. Squeeze, lower. So the squeeze is coming from the heels pressing down, toes are down, they're resting on the ground. Use the back of the arms, the shoulders to really press that ground away. 2 counts, we're gonna stay up, we're gonna start squeezing that ball or block in 2 and 1. So it's squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It's gonna be the tiniest little move. It's a refined move. Squeeze, squeeze. You should feel the glutes squeezing as well as the inner thighs. Okay. 2 counts, we're gonna hold the squeeze. We're gonna start taking the glutes down towards the ground and then bringing them up in this sharp movement in 2 and 1. So we're gonna lower, lift, lower, squeeze, lift. So it's power on the raise, squeeze, lower, squeeze, lower. Okay, in 4 counts, we're gonna add on. We're gonna do 1 raise into this bridge. And then as we drop the hips, we're gonna bring the knees in above the hips, keeping the hips down into a little tiny core action in 2 and 1. So dropping the hips. We're gonna come 1 bridge, lower down, bring the knees in, take it down. Lift, lower, bring the knees in, take it down. We're starting slow and then we're gonna speed up, drawing it in. Let's do 1 more. So we're gonna come bridge, lower, knees in. Let's speed that up. Bridge, knees, bridge, knees, bridge, knees. So really careful not to swing in the move. It's a real active move. You can take the hands wide if you need a little bit of extra support. 4, 3, 2. Last one, staying up in that bridge. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze in that block. For 4, 3, 2, hold. Drawing the hips down towards the ground, grabbing that block, rocking and rolling up. You do not need that block for this next sequence. So we are gonna come all the way down, grab 2 weights. Come all the way down onto the back. You're gonna take the weights up towards the sky. Take the legs long. Holding the weights where they are, drawing the belly button down into the spine, hugging that core. You're going to start bringing the right leg in. And one, to take the weights down. You're going to come through right, center, left. So my weights, they're not really touching the ground because I'm really using those core muscles rather than just my arms. I'm twisting through the obliques. So the twist is coming from the belly button rather than me just moving my arms. 4, 3, 2 counts, we're gonna lose the weights. We're gonna come all the way back down onto the floor. In 2. And 1, come through center, pop those weights down, shimmy yourselves all the way back down. Hands are gonna stay on the floor, taking the legs all the way up to the sky. We're gonna drop both legs at the same time. Hover above the ground, draw the knees into the chest, take them high, slow, lower. Really using those hands to really anchor yourself in. Lift point, arch them all the way down, draw the knees in, taking them high, lowering them down, pausing 45 degrees. Beautiful, let it go. Just bringing the knees into the chest, placing the hands on top of the knees, rolling out the spine. Yeah. Grabbing hold of the heels, taking the knees wide, coming into a happy baby stretch. Taking some deep breaths. Releasing the heels, placing the right ankle on top of the left knee and reaching through for that left hamstring, drawing the hamstring in towards the chest. Releasing and switching sides, left heel, right knee, reaching through for that right hamstring. Beautiful, releasing, rocking and rolling all the way up. We're going to place the soles of the feet together, knees are going to track wide. The soles of the feet together, clasping the fingers over the toes, reaching up as your knees go wide, little butterfly stretch. Allowing the crown to reach high. Beautiful. Leaning forward slightly, little tiny bounce here. Now in that breath to come back to normal. That was such a strong class, especially in that glute sequence. That was no joke. Let's just come into a low lunge. So taking the right leg forward, left leg back, just dropping the hips down towards the ground. Beautiful, switching sides, right leg goes back, left leg goes forward, dropping those glutes down and forward. Beautiful. Coming into whatever comfortable seated position suits you. Taking the arms wide, tilting the chin, the chest up towards the sky. Reaching tall for that sky. Grasping the hands, exhaling, dropping the palms down through heart center. Beautiful, beautiful, such a strong class. If you stayed with me in that glute sequence, then I am so proud of you. That was tough, real tough. See you in your next session.